Objective 6, multiplication of two matrices. So matrix multiplication, if we have these two matrices that are being multiplied, what's happening is we're going to take this first row right here, and we're going to multiply times the first column. So we would say A times E, that's right here, plus B times G. So the first one with the first one, second one with the second one, and then we add the products. And then we use the same row, but now we go on to the second column. So you want to use the same row until you're finished with all the columns. So A times F is right here, and then B times H is right here. Then we continue with the next one. Second one, C times D. So we would look at the second column first, second row, first column, and then second row, second column. The product of an n by n matrix, basically that's what I was explaining here. In order to multiply matrices, this is important. The number of columns in the first matrix has to be the same as the number of rows in the second matrix. The outside numbers is going to be your product size of the new matrix. So for example, if I had a 3 by 3 matrix and I wanted to multiply this, let's say this is matrix A, and I wanted to multiply times matrix B, which is 3 by 2, then in order to check if we can multiply is we would look at the second number, the number of columns, and the first number, the number of rows. If these are the same, then yes, we can multiply. The resulting two numbers here, that's going to be the new size of the product, size of the product after you multiply. Okay, so for example, if we want to multiply A times B here, first let's check the order. This is going to be a 1 by 3 matrix because we have 1 row, 3 columns, and this is a 3 by 1 matrix. So first we need to check if the orders are the same. Not the orders are the same, but the number of columns and the number of rows are the same. And they are, so that means that we can multiply. And the resulting size of this matrix is going to be a 1 by 1. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and write the two matrices here, 1, 2, 3, and we're multiplying this times negative 2, 0, 1. Okay, and so first we look at the first row with the second column. So we have the first number, 1, times the first number, negative 2, plus the second number times the second number, and then the third number times the third number. So negative 1 times 2 is negative 2. This is 0, and then 3. So negative 2 plus 3 is 1. So our resulting matrix will be equal to 1. And again, here you can see that this is a 1 by 1 matrix. Let's check letter B. So for letter B, the size of matrix B again is 3 by 1. And for A is 1 by 3. So we can multiply because the inside numbers are the same. So we can multiply. And our resulting matrix should be a 3 by 3. So here we're going to have B times A. And this is going to result in a matrix that has 3 by 3 matrix. Okay. So to begin, we look at the first number or the first row, which is this one, and we're going to multiply times the first column. So we would say negative 2 times 1, and there's nothing else in this column, so my answer here is just negative 2. And then we go on to the second column. Negative 2 times 2 is negative 4. Negative 2 times 3 is negative 6. And there's no more columns, so that means we can move on to the next number, which is 0. So we start the same process, 0 times the first column, which is 1. That's 0. 0 times the second column, so 0 times 2 is 0. And then 0 times the last column, which would give us a 3. And then last, we want to multiply the 1. So 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. And so here is a 3 by 3